Now, I can tell you that Cargbo is a record breaker. He's in the history books for Slough as their top goal scorer of all time. I could tell you that we're third in the Vanarama National South. But that's not what you want to know. First of all, why am I wearing this?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host for today, Mr. Y. Callum.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bill Slough with me, Y. Callum. And yes, today I'm wearing an Everton shirt. They're actually my team in real life, but don't tell anybody. But why am I wearing an Everton shirt in a Bill Slough video? It's because we've actually drawn them in the FA Cup third round. And not just drawn them in the third round, Premier League Everton, we've drawn them away from home. Oh, we've drawn them away from home. Yes, you heard it right. The money is about to hit us, and this could potentially be the moment we've needed within this save. First of all, we need to see who we're going to draw in the fourth round, because we're definitely going to beat Premier League Everton away from home. Definitely. So should we find out who we're doing? No, let's skip the draw, and we'll find out now automatically. We're going to be playing Cheltenham or Liverpool. But, as I say, since I last saw you, we're third in the division. We're actually on really, really good form. We're playing really well and quite convincingly well as well. 3-1, 2-2, 3-1, 4-0, 2-0 and 3-1 our last few results in the league. We beat Welling 4-1 in the FA Cup second round to get to this position. Hamzat Cargbo, as I said earlier, has written himself into the history books. He is now our all-time top goal scorer in the league. He crossed it towards Cargbo. Is it? It's the moment! And Cargbo is Slough's all-time leading goal scorer. The history maker is here. So he's definitely scored a lot more than 89 goals for us, but obviously it doesn't count cup goals. But yeah, Hamzat Cargbo is on fire at the moment. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about looking at the impact of a Premier League team in the FA Cup. Now, obviously, the first thing we need to look at is the finances. And the finances are, as stated, we currently have £458,000 in the balance, which actually, for an Vanarama National South club, is really very good. It is really very good. But before we play the game and find out, put in the comments, what do you think we're going to be left with at the end? My guess is we're going to be touching £1 million. I think we might have our hands on £1 million. And what we could do with £1 million, goodness me, we could really, really improve the club massively. Randomly as well, I forgot to let you know, Tony Fontanelli, Slough's actual assistant manager in real life and our assistant manager for the whole of this save so far, has left to go to Telford in the Vanarama National as their manager. So really disappointing. And we've replaced him with Adam Rooney. Now, Adam Rooney has been brought in for two reasons. One, because he's all right. He is actually okay as an assistant manager at this level. But two, because I've got a little story about him. I went to watch Salford versus Halifax a little while ago. And as you can imagine, Adam Rooney at that time was the big name. Everyone was talking about the fact that Adam Rooney was playing for Salford because he was in non-league and he was earning an awful lot of money at the time. And so being in the Halifax away end, we were giving him quite a lot of stick the whole game. And with about 20 minutes to go, Halifax were 1-0 up. We were over the moon. It was a brilliant, brilliant game. And Adam Rooney went through on goal and missed an absolute sitter. So from the stands, all 12 of us in the Halifax end were, what a waste of money, what a waste of money. Adam Rooney went on to score one of the best goals I've seen live and then score another. They lost 2-1. And that's why Adam, what a waste of money, Rooney is in as our assistant manager. So here we are under the lights at Bramley Moor Dock, Everton's new ground. On a Wednesday night, we will face off against Everton. We need to make some changes and then I'll let you know who's playing. Okay, so we make one change for the starting lineup. Unfortunately, Louis Copley, who's on really, really good form at the moment, has picked up a knock. So McCammon will come back in as our shadow striker. Other than that, it will be Dylan Aday in goal with Denton, Lusala and Robinson as our back three. Danny Imray, Todd Alcock and Tyrese Dice in the next three, if you like. The next three is Omalabu McCammon and Stan Flaherty, who's really burst onto the scene, the man from Eastbourne. And then up front is, of course, Hamza Kargbo, 23 goals in 27 games for our man. So there's the Everton lineup. A few old faces in there with Virginia. Jared Branthwaite is still at the club. Billy Krellin is also an Everton player, but outside of that, I don't see anyone else, unless Dylan Connor maybe is a youth player. Lots and lots of change at Everton. Lindelof, that's quite a predictable one. Wouldn't surprise me if that actually happened in real life. But we are ranked 7-1. I feel like our odds should be slightly longer being a Vanarama National South team. It's going to be a really tricky game, this one. A really tricky game. Fingers crossed we can do the business. I now notice that Jordan Pickford, Nathan Patterson, Mikolenko, Calvert-Lewin, Harvey Barnes and Beto have all come out for this game. I think they've rotated a little bit. So Dejan Stankovic's Everton line up against Y. Callum's Slough Town. Honestly, if I was an actual manager in real life, this would be the pinnacle. This would be the pinnacle. Going to Everton and managing, I mean, ideally for them, but against them would be absolutely incredible. And there we are. It's a massive stadium. And the best thing is there's not many empty seats there. And that is more important than the result. Really, let's face it, this is going to be a painful afternoon. As Solomon crosses it in, Dos Santos, Glebov and Ade saves. This is going to be a really tricky afternoon for us. We're under no illusions. If we get a shot on goal, we're going to cheer it like we scored a goal, I think. I think that's the plan. As Tyrese Dice brings it forward, Branthwaite cuts it out. Is he playing right back? Are they playing Jared Branthwaite at right back, the left-footed centre-half? Glebov now chips it over to Lewis Gilherm. Oh dear, I'm scared already. Gilherm, Sumare, it's 1-0. Oh no. Kessie Denton with the ball. We've not really seen anything since the goal though, which is probably a good thing from our perspective. Robinson knocks it up to McCammon, who takes it on his chest and then loses it to Glebov. Weatherstone skips away from his man. Weatherstone brings it forward. Takes on his man. Sumare was there, but Imray clears. Branthwaite off to Sumare again, and Ade saves this time. It's good goalkeeping from Dylan Connor. It's going to be a long afternoon for our keeper, I think. Towards Gilherm, and Ade saves again. If Dylan Ade's not the man of the match after this game, I'd be very surprised. Something's gone wrong. But the highlights seems to be continuing here, which is a bit of a concern. I don't want highlights. Kargbo wins the header, though. Go on, Hamza. We're in their half. Stan Flaherty. He crosses it. Oh, a Kargbo! Oh, he's in the post! Oh, no! Oh no! Oh, how's he missed? How's he missed? It's an open goal. Oh, Jal Virginia flapped at it. And Hamza Kargbo hits the post as an open goal. We could have scored. We could have scored as Weatherstone brings it forward. Dice tackles well there. It's a really good bit of defending from Tyrese. We don't want anyone looking too good here because people will want to sign them. Sumare, the goal scorer, into Gilherm. It's 2-0. Oh, we had our excitement for a minute there. I'm having way too much fun, but the reality is the actual game is irrelevant to Slough. In the grand scheme of things here, Gilherm goes through as he listened to me. Oh, it's a brilliant bit of goalkeeping from Dylan. What it's all about is how much money we are going to earn through ticket sales. Because in an FA Cup game, a non-league team earns half of the... well, all teams, but in this case, obviously, a non-league team is earning half of the ticket sales of a Premier League club. Now, sometimes you get this sort of tie and they don't sell it out. For some reason, the Evertonians have come in their masses. They do tend to. But they've come in their masses as Gilherm comes forward. Gilherm... oh, it's just over the bar. The attendance is probably the most important thing we're going to see. We might rotate it slightly. We've been unlucky so far, I think, is fair to say. And let's give a couple of other lads a Premier League run out, shall we? So at half-time, we're bringing on Sebi Nygaard, Temi Awika and Leon Chambers-Prillon, all for a game at a Premier League ground, because ultimately they've been with us since the start pretty much, and they deserve it. They deserve the run out for 45 minutes. And we have brought Chambers-Prillon a little bit deeper, so hopefully shield our defence a bit more in the second half, because you would assume they'll bring better players on. But we'll see, I suppose. Time will tell. As Lindelof now picks it up at the back into Glebov. Off to Gilherm. Sumare. Don't forget to put in the comments your guess of how much money you think we will get from this tie. The attendance will be popping up pretty soon, I think, as Lusala clears that one. Chambers-Prillon can't win the header. Dos Santos, Gilherm. It's all going through him at the moment. Connor crosses it towards Gilherm. is headed away, and Omalabi might get there. No, Branthwaite beats him. Sumare shoots. Oh, it's a great effort, but it's wide of the Adey post. The attendance is 51,000. Wow. We brought 988 away from home, and I love that. The idea of all the Slough fans going up to, I was going to say Goodison Park, Bramley Moor Dock. I don't know if it would be called that in real life, but the new Everton ground anyway is just fantastic. It really, really is. Couple of subs there, Mario Isaacs and Tafari Moore coming on just to strengthen the side slightly. We've given away a penalty. Is it Tyrese? Oh, Tyrese. He's given away a penalty. This is a big chance, though, for Dylan Adey to save a penalty against a Premier League club. It's a huge moment. Come on, Dylan. I believe in you, Dylan. Is it against Lewis Gilherm? We need to look at him after the game. Gilherm! And he sends him the wrong way. And it is 3-0 to Everton. Louise Gilherm scores his second of the game. And I'm going to call it, I think we might have lost. One thing we can take solace of is, look, we had a tiny bit of match momentum around this point of the game. At that point, Everton were overwhelmed by how good we were. And I think we could all... Here we go. This is it. We're in their half. Tafari Moore into Mario Isaacs. Get it in. Oh, it's towards Tyrese. Carbo's going to win it back. Carbo's hit the post again. Are you serious? Have we had a shot on target? I don't know if we have, but we've hit the woodwork twice. What on earth? We had 6 shots on goal, none on target. Well, we've hit the woodwork twice. And you know what? We walk away with our heads held high there. We've only lost by 3-0, which in the grand scheme of things is unbelievable. Lewis Gilherm, if we have a quick look at him, the 20-year-old Brazilian, who they signed for £15 million, it's a different world. It's a different world. But now we see the exciting stuff. Has anyone ever been happier when getting knocked out 3-0 in the FA Cup? But you know what? Yes, I'm wearing an Everton shirt, so you might think, oh, he's thrown the game. But the reality is, it's so much more than the game. I'm even going to go to the press conference. It's probably the biggest press conference I've done as Slough manager. I mean, obviously, I just click the second option every time because that's just what you do. Right, finances. I wanted to be touching £1 million. We were on 450 or something along those lines, weren't we? Let's see. 1.245 million. Come on. It's incredible. Hello, is that the board? I think we've got some talking to do. First of all, facilities. Let's improve the training facilities, shall we? Let's improve the youth facilities, shall we? And how about you give me a bit of wiggle room with that wage budget board? Let's see how we get on with these. Right, so the responses are in from our big move. They have blocked to improve youth facilities. We will speak to them about that and see whether we can. They have, however... Wow, they have upgraded the training facilities, £750,000 they're investing into the club, but my word, what an impact that could have. And it's pretty much all of the money that we've just earned from the Everton games. This is the impact on a club. We've also increased our wage budget, which gives us a bit of wiggle room to maybe sign a couple of players. Let's see whether we can speak to the board and get those youth facilities as well. I could not. But... And I appreciate it's obviously we've put the money in, and you know what? We've still got money left over. We've actually ended, after upgrading our training facilities and upping the wage budget, we've ended with a plus on our overall balance despite that, which is absolutely incredible. The benefit of one game of football is amazing. And so that ends what is, on its own, quite a short episode. But what I wanted to show was just the impact of one game on a save and how important it can be to actually focus on the FA Cup. We've had to come through qualifying rounds to get there, but it's won us about £750,000, which is incredible. And it really, really, getting those upgrades when you're building your way up the leagues can be so important. I hope you enjoyed the episode, something a little bit different, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.